Hey guys, what's going on? D-Mac here, bringing you another story time. Now, today I want to talk about the first time that I drove and the first time that I actually got to drive by myself. Not including, actually on the streets, not like going out in a paddock and going for a drive there. The first time I actually ever got to drive, obviously I had I was 16 at the time, I had my learners, and I'd never driven a car before. And then me and my nan had gone into town to do some shopping. I don't know what we were doing, but I remember coming home and we were about to turn onto the ring road, and she goes, "Do you want to go for a drive?" And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? I've never driven before, so I might as well say yes and start to get a handle on how to drive. Now, when she said this, I figured she meant, oh yeah, we'll go for a drive, maybe 10-15 minutes. No, it wasn't 10 or 15 minutes. It ended up being like 2 hours. And it was very daunting to start with, because I had driven cars before. I did driver's ed at school, so I knew how to handle a car to a point, but never had to deal with traffic, never had to deal with anything like other road users. And it was very, very scary. I remember like learning to drive, and your first probably 4 or 5 drives, you were so I was really, really tense. And every time I got into a car with Nan after that drive, she'd always make sure you're not tense, because when I was driving, now when you're driving, you're supposed to just be relaxed, be obviously not too relaxed, be like vigilant and be relaxed, but you're not supposed to be like tensed up. You shouldn't be tense while you're driving. That's what I'm trying to put across. But I was, and it was really weird, because the first time that I actually got behind the wheel of my own car, once I actually had gotten my license, I was completely by myself, and I decided I want to go for a drive, because one, I've never driven by myself before on the roads, and yeah, well, why did I say one? Because that was pretty much the only reason. But yeah, so I went for a drive. I went for a drive for like an hour, and it was just so relaxing. But I remember first getting in the car, and I went to put the keys in the ignition, and I just looked around, and I'm like, this is so weird, because I've been driving with someone for 3 years, because I got it at the end of year 12, my P plates. And so for 3 years I'd been driving with someone else in the car, and it was just so surreal actually getting into the car and just driving. And I remember pulling up at the set of lights, and I'm just going, it's the weirdest feeling, like no one around you cares, but it's the first time that I've driven by myself, and it got me nervous again. It got me nervous to the point of where like I was nervous like I was the first time that I drove a car on the road to start with, even with someone in the car. And I don't think for about a week I drove with someone else in the car with me. And I mean friends, family, anything like that. I didn't drive with anyone else in the car, because I didn't want to, one, hurt them, because I had no idea what I was doing. Well, I did know what I was doing, but just, like peer pressure and all that sort of stuff to do stupid things. And yeah, no, it was really, really good. And to this day, I still haven't lost my license. I've been close, but I haven't lost my license yet, which is, I think it's pretty good, considering my uncle took 9 years to get off his P plates, and in November this year I get off mine, so bit of a difference. But yeah, like I said, I haven't lost my license, so I must be doing something right, or just get really, really lucky and not get caught doing anything stupid on private roads. But yeah, no, it was really, the first time that you ever drive a car is just very, very, very intense. And the same when you get like really, really tired and you go for a drive. And because I had to do this the other day, because I had to come back from Melbourne, because I was with my other half in Melbourne, because she lives up in Melbourne. So I went up and saw her, and I stayed longer than I was anticipating, yes. English is a great language. And driving home, I was absolutely dead tired. But the funny thing is, I got in the car and I was dead tired, but as soon as I started driving, I was wide awake. And I guess that's just how I am, because I know some people get in the car, they get tired, but they're still tired when they're driving. When I get into a car, I'm wide awake. It's a really, really weird feeling, because you know you're tired, but you know you got to stay awake, because if you crash at 100 k's an hour, you're gone. So there's no recovering from that, unless you're extremely bloody lucky. But yeah, that's the first time that I ever got to drive. I don't really want to go into the stupid things I've done, because I have learnt from that. Like doing burnouts and speeding and all that sort of stuff. It's not worth it at the end of the day. One, it's too expensive if you don't get caught, and it's even more expensive if you do get caught, because you still got to fix your tyres, you got to fix your car, you got to do all that sort of stuff. But you also got a fine on it, and you'll be lucky if you haven't lost your license. But yeah, that's enough from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like rating, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Alright, I'll catch you later. Bye.